round.
Walk off. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah, the intro, man. Just get to it.
Doing a thing with the to people anyway. Recapping bars back. I was watching some vlog where Cuban was on the blog and he was going off on one of them. He was mad, like it was playful, but they both was like, he was like, man, you ain't even tweet out none of the bars I had against Next. This is because they had battled for the Born Legacy joint, and he was like, you ain't never tweet out nothing I had. He said, you ain't had nothing I could quickly remember and put out. He was like, what? He was like, this was the Rockwall or some. He said, you ain't say nothing. He said, you just had me on Twitter looking like he was just saying stuff. He was like, but you don't understand the perception, because I'm looking at like, yo, with my bar at? Like you throwing out bars. He like, yeah, but Next got all these one little quick bars. I was like, yo, y'all look crazy. I mean, that's why I tell you, I watch them niggas. I watch all these N words, bro. I watch all of them. I want to see who people really fucking with, because the battle rappers fucking with the media is one thing. The fans and everything like that fucking with the media is a whole other thing. I'm trying to get the battle rappers to fuck with us. You know what I mean? Like the fans, if we get the battle rappers to fuck with us, what other else we got? I mean, that's it. I want the fans too, though. Don't get it wrong. It's just I feel like we gotta focus that keep you humble and keep the humility in you. You know what I mean? Because you ain't talking, because you gotta always remember you talking about somebody. So that's why I want them, and we want them to fuck with us.
So I'll be trying to not so dish super hard, because
Yeah,
we
exactly.
we look, this is the transition we took. We went from being fans to being like bloggers and talk. I don't know what
Real quick.
Yeah, real quick. So it's like we still have that fan
And it's fucked up, when you
mentality.
look back at our channel, you can see all the topics. We had mad topics before recaps. And then when the recap come, it'll be a little bit of recap. Back to topics. Like it was just like this, as I said, we might have to talk about stuff or talk about currently. I think we should get a culture like an update every month, like where the culture stand. Ooh, that'd be fire. An update every month, like what the culture got better at this month. Like, all right, this is into January, y'all, 2021. What the culture did this month. Like, I mean, how we respect the culture this month. Like, and then we could just say we had more great battles than bad ones. We could say that, but we gotta see more battles in order to say that. But still, we could still say that though. Fuck that.
Two of them.
I think that'd be tough.
Some new shit. I just took half out of it.
That'd be tough, actually.
And give you the rest of my old shit. I can't smoke that shit, man. I just told him about himself too. That's why I was down there so long. I had to tell the weed man. I'm like, yeah, listen, I need some more weed. Like, he packed them shits for me. I think you have a good ass understanding of shit. He like, damn, done already? Yeah, what you talking about? Well, I smoked 4 months of that. I smoked 4 months out that eighth, and I still have some of that shit left, but I don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie too. I kind of want to mention the topics we got coming at the beginning of the Geechi video. If you gonna mention some of the ones you got too, like just get them ready. Like, I feel like I want to mention at the beginning where people, soon they click on, they can hear that we be talking about other stuff like recaps. That would even make them want to stay around for it. I'm saying that because I feel like topics come from battles. I be getting mad topics from battles.
I think I have any like right offhand right now.
All right, when you look at the notes when you're done then. And if you don't, like what you did say the other day too. But what's the topics that you do? The last topics you had, because I don't think we went through all of them. Them shit still could get we mentioned.
We go look at that. It's a new year. We definitely spinning the block.
Exactly.
What you talking about? If Anwar and all them other niggas be making blogs about the same fucking topic and battle rap trap, and why the fuck we can't?
They do that because look,
champion.
they do that, bro, because
I still got Ill Will and the John
slander videos. We know we keep saying that.
Cal versus Verb.
Yeah, the slander videos is way easier to do. So that's why the bloggers that don't really do that, they always doubling back on some other conversation or trying to start a conversation, and that's how we've been thinking anyway. So that's exactly
I got one from like I'm talking about like maybe our second week in recording, and yeah, I feel like this needs to be a spun the block one, but maybe it didn't get that popping. This topic was vet status don't matter no more, and while rookies is beating up on the vets, and underestimating their opponent. That's like a big discussion.
Nah, that's crazy. You really said that because I had a topic where it was
That was look. That was in the beginning stages of. That was after the Calvin verb because that's on this. That's on a page by itself.
that's crazy because I had a topic that I wanted to talk about similar to that, and it was
You told me to spin the block on these topics and shit because that one was just right there, like in the open by itself. This what you need to win. This Watch the Throne 4 right here.
all right.
Uh,
Now, off of what you just said, I had a topic. It's like a no respect topic. It's like people don't want to like. It goes to the lyricists and the street and words. Like I feel like when it comes to that, like you ain't really even gotta. Yeah, necessarily like you know in battle rap and even in life, you talking it, you gonna be considered it, and they're gonna try to look at it as you that. So when it comes to those two lanes, which it feels like it's messed up because the lyricist can't be a street N word. So it's like the street N words could be a lyricist, but they don't harp on being a lyricist. So it's like they be colliding at times, and they like to give it up for each other. I feel like the lyricists always give it up to them more. That goes to our conversation when it comes to conscious rappers against Christian. So it's like that whole group ain't really you don't really consider a lyrical a street N word like as a conscious rapper. We don't never do that. Now I want to talk about that. That goes into and then that plays into like what I said before. Like I always said this. I feel like what you kind of said, what you was talking about. The veterans don't really be having. They could have a way more better chance.
yo,
But
you know
man,
what's fucked
stop,
up?
stop,
It's gonna
man,
make me look like a hypocrite,
stop,
bro.
man.
You know what's gonna make me look like a hypocrite? I just gave so much fucking praise to Danny
Stop.
Myers, right? I just gave so much praise to him in this video, right? Now I'm
Yeah,
about to tear him a new asshole because he got a battle Arsenal, and you know I'm about to chew his ass up.
we're gonna get to that in a second though. But let's start. I'm about to hit record. Let's start right now. Hold up. That's crazy you said that because I ain't think we was gonna do that right now, but we could though. I'm mad you feel like that. You threw me up with that because you was dandied out yesterday or the other day. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's what's up, man. I wasn't even trying to blow it up too much. I'm like, man, you should have been peeped it. It was just super crystal clear. That's why you ain't peep it. Any other time, Danny ain't make it super clear, and it's crazy. But yeah, we gonna get to that Arsenal one though. But that's crazy. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. You said you feel like that. I'm looking forward to that talk now. But we got respect the culture. We about to get into this. We got Grazy. We got Comp. We got Geechi Gotti versus DNA. Let's talk about it. How was your feelings going into that battle? We didn't do a prediction video, as you know.
My feelings going into that battle, I had Geechi for the clear win, cause like last couple, I like to say I don't really judge motherfuckers off their last battles, but like I haven't been rocking with DNA since he put the guns down against Lou Castro. You feel me?
I know people keep saying that he put the guns down.
That video coming out. That video coming out soon. Soon we gonna do a recap on that Lou Castro and DNA shit.
Yeah, but DNA been. This is the thing. I don't know if you're trying to say he wasn't conscious because he was talking like that, but DNA been talking to N words. Like he been talking to them. Like as everybody would say, he been having a conversation with them. Like we talk to their heart, right to their soul locks. He been doing that. So I don't really matter about the guns. Like he put it down for what? Like we about to get into this bad. We gotta get into it. I
It
had
wasn't that so
DNA
much.
with the 30. I ain't gonna hold
It
you. I
was a
had DNA with the
look,
30
it was
because
a
I rock
preference
with
battle.
DNA, and I thought DNA was about to go in there and talk crazy.
In a sense, but it was like we didn't want to hear what DNA was talking about.
But that's why I was just about to say. Like, I'm like, nah, man, because I thought, I thought I did. But then as it was being said, that first looked DNA first just looked, man. It just was boring. It was. That's how I felt about with Vixen. Like DNA kick up later. He one of them rappers, and he really saved the best that he be having for the end. And then hit the beginning. Says I guess this whole no gun whatever
Geechi
he
went off.
talking about.
Geechi to me went off personals alone.
I don't like preference, man. We just started done talking about that. I don't like the whole preference thing, man, because I just feel like Geechi 30 them. I'm not even giving. I don't even got DNA with around, and it's not even like. And you know what's crazy? I take that back. I do because I gotta see it again. But I do have DNA with the third. But not even the Gary, not even that Gary, not even. the inward you ugly, inward this, inward that whole little flow. Not even because of that. That was funny, but that got a lot of points in my book. But the third was just the way Geechi rap. He might be the best rebuttaler in the game, and I'm just noticing it now.
Geechi?
He might be the best rebuttaler in the game. I'm just noticing
Don't
it
even
now.
put him in that category. He's not even top 3 rebuttalers.
He might be the best in the game, like I said, and I
No,
might
he not.
and this is why I say that though, because ain't no way in the world he talking about stuff that man talking about, and it's just be so fluent to what the other person talking about. I noticed it last year. I really noticed it against Verb because I had him beating Verb.
If you ask me, I think Chef Trez is a better rebuttaler than Geechi.
I'm not this one. You're not hearing what I'm saying though. Chef Trez usually does that in the beginning, and Danny does that in the beginning. The rebuttalers do that in the beginning. I'm talking about Danny. I mean not Danny. This man Geechi, you could see it and you could hear it from what Danny be talking about. It'd be too oddly enough. He a best. He a freestyle. He a craziest freestyle in the game too. I say that too. I feel like that goes right into because obviously with Butler his freestyles, I put that right into it.
Geechi
But it's going
can
what I'm saying.
freestyle better than
He'll throw the rebuttal in the freestyle in the middle, and
I don't
it
think
won't
Geechi
feel
can
like it's
freestyle better than DNA either.
with the fact that his bars are so to date. That's why I feel like that. The things that he be saying be like so to now. Like I wish Geechi pay attention to more the channels or the places talking. You know what I mean? Talking light, like you know what I mean. That's corny coming off in the battle, but I wish he don't even talk about channels, but he talk about events that just go on battle rap now. Like he funny and he be doing his thing when he do that, and they come off right. So that'd be the point I'm saying. Like that's the whole point. Also another thing with Geechi, he'll rap and he might stutter a little bit or like you know what I mean, slip up. But when he get that when he repeat that line back, he speaks so fast. When he repeat that line back, it hit just like the first time. Like anybody else, as soon as they slip up, they throw up their whole sentence. That bar part is fire, but you just throw up the whole bar. You just throw up the whole sentence by slipping up and getting it back and not bringing that same, you know what I mean, that same intensity with it. So that these type of things I've really noticed now with DNA because I really was on the outside looking at DNA gonna beat him. I had DNA. And it wasn't like it was gonna be no bad battle. I was looking forward to it, but that's another thing too. I was looking forward to this battle. I like DNA and I've been liking DNA for years. I've been looking forward to this battle. You mentioned what card you mentioned Arson and Danny earlier. I'm looking forward to that DNA and Av. I don't know what the temperature is or how people feeling out there, but I'm looking forward to that too. I like DNA and Av. I've been talking
Let
about
me
Av for
elaborate
years.
on that.
So yeah, that's one thing.
Av ain't nothing to play with neither. He gonna have to bring the guns out for Av or
Av ain't
some
nothing to
type.
play with, and
You gonna have to bring that back out. You're not about to talk to Av like that. You're not.
I don't have
You see
DNA
that
winning
shit
that
didn't
battle.
work.
But we
That
gonna
shit
get
didn't
there though,
work.
Gracie. I didn't mean to start a whole convo, but I'm gonna say right now
I
though.
gotta keep this. I gotta keep this convo rolling because I like this convo right here.
But I mean,
That shit not gonna work with Av. It didn't work with Geechi. It didn't work with Luke Castro. That shit only work with the PGs when he killing shit. You ain't killing shit no more. You ain't battling PGs
I don't
right
know,
now.
man.
You can't use that shit.
I always
You
like
can't use
DNA.
that.
I always liked DNA when he was with Sean. Like I can't say I would never say Sean made DNA better. DNA made Sean better. They made each other better. So that's one of the same. But when you look at some groups they're not better without the other one.
You can show me,
And we
man.
know
Look,
that. Tay-Rod and Surf, and I'm not even saying that because I feel like it's a conversation that's been going on, but we ain't have YouTube. It wasn't going super vocal on Twitter with our battle rap opinions. So it's like y'all would never notice. But I've been rocking with Av, and I've been noticed the fact that Surf is really would be a little bit better or a lot better with Rock in the presence. Like because Rock was on a tear. The opponents Rock had. But now it's like, you know, Angles is taking over battle rap, and we gotta get into that too. Angles is taking over battle rap, man. Y'all need to get back to having good bars, making it connect with everybody. That goes back into the topics I did want to mention for y'all to look forward to. I had we got a lot of topics that are inspired from battles that we want to get into. That I'm trying to think. What's the one I was just talking about just now? Real quick, if I can find it. Yo, Grace, you ready? We could get into some bars though, because I think I might have had DNA 2-1, but
my bad.
I
I was trying
really
to
it's
put
just
a
about
background.
it's about the word present. It's about the word what you call not present. It's about the word preference, man. I keep hearing that, and it's like no, pick a winner, man. And I really got a winner. I really feel like DNA Geechi won, and it's not even because I didn't like nothing that DNA was saying. It's just I like more what what Geechi was saying. That don't go into preference. It's just the material was better. Oh, that's right there. It go. Look, I didn't even need my notebook to remember what I was thinking about. I want every round to people to understand it. Whenever he mentioned Anwar or anything like that, Geechi, I feel like people who don't know nothing about Anwar still understand that that's a shot at somebody. Cause just the way Geechi talk, he talk like he don't f with nobody, like nobody, and that's fire. And that come off with whatever you saying is way better. You could talk just like that and still be a lyrical, conscious rapper. We just seen it with Chilla, and I like what Chilla did that. Chilla's fire, and I'm only bringing that back to recent example. It's like I don't like the preference, like that. I just couldn't wait to talk about it. We had it was late the other night, y'all, but we gonna be back with it. You know what I mean? We just come back with it, and man, I don't like that boy. I don't like the whole preference thing. Like, give us a good. We got a good battle. It's a great battle. Geechi won to me, and I gotta see it again. But I really feel like that third was just, and it's not even because of the jokes. It just, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna say
Yo,
DNA got the third. DNA got the third because I
yo,
really like
random,
DNA third a lot. I love DNA third. I
random,
love DNA third. So I gave DNA third.
random.
Go ahead.
This ain't got nothing to do with this battle. It's the previously card, but I'm just bringing up a Geechi bar from another one because this shit's still sticking with me. And I'm looking at it right now. This nigga cologne smell like piss and cigarettes. I'm sorry.
Let's get into the bars. Yeah, that's bar time. Let's get into the
I'm
bars.
sorry, bro.
Shit, you called it. Let's
That was
go.
the most fire as shit, but that shit was just like funny as hell to me. I'm gonna tell
Yep.
my man his shit smell like piss and cigarettes.
Yo, in the first, I picked up aggressive to the aggressive. What he say? Aggressive to the crowd and his raps. I like. That's what I wrote down. That's at the bar though. All right, there's a bar that DNA. So I only had one bar from DNA first I really bothered because everything was just so much of an angle. Angle was taking over everything, which is cool. I mean, I wanted to come off better. Like I wanted to just come off greater. I want that the episodes you showing us for everybody in the world to understand it. That go back into what I was feeling like with WWF. I wanted us to talk about that video because I feel like that song, great songs, like royalty, like certain songs. People talking about he calling people out and all this, and he ain't calling nobody out. I just feel like certain songs it just shows like it just brings those certain things material you do to bring certain people in. So it's just like that's the whole thing
What you
though.
felt about the first round? Like who you get
It
the
ain't about
first
no
round?
challenge. I just feel like challenge and make good music. That's why I pointed saying that. But y'all can hear more about that
Who
another
you
time.
get the first round to?
Oh, first round was Geechi.
Yeah,
I
I gave
said
it.
that.
I don't even have no bars from DNA on the first round
I
because
got one bar from DNA in the first
it
round.
wasn't like nothing he was saying stood out to me. Like, let me hear what you got though.
Damn, that's crazy. We don't even talk. I ain't think he was gonna feel like that. That's crazy. You know what it is, y'all? I feel like I'll be feeling like Grace gonna feel like nothing the way I be thinking that how I got it. How would I be picking up on? I be like, man, I like not talking to him and like because we used to always talk during the battle right after it, but no, we had to put that on hold like and take it and it'd be exciting like to
It
finally
makes
get
for
back
a
and
better
talk about it.
video. Makes
Word.
for a better video.
No, you smart. That's why it still be exciting. 'Cause I still get to talk to you about it, and that'd be the
Yeah.
point. Like we just want to air our conversations, but not because I'm always able to get something. Always because I'm always able to get new plates. Your title was temporary. I think he said that. I like that bar from DNA in the first. That's all I had from him. That was fire. Cause I'm
Let me
always
give
able
you
to
some.
get new
Let me give
plates.
you something I had from Geechi in the first. Where he
That was a
said something
fire
about
one.
like I
That
be
was fire.
Geechi is one of the funniest battle rappers to me. Like
That's exactly what I'm saying, bro.
he be having jokes. He told this man
Hilarious,
he
yo.
was like
That's what people don't want to make him win with. They keep
he
talking about the
told him
gangster shit. This nigga
he told
funny
him
as
he
hell, yo.
said how come sometimes your tooth be in and sometimes it be out
Straight like that. Fire.
straight like
Funny.
that
Quiet room. Big room. That would have
personal
rang off. That
personal.
personal. That's fire. How people don't like that? Now DNA had a bunch more. DNA had a bunch more. It just didn't hit like that. Man, please go. I know you gotta go. You gotta go. Go, go. You got the pad over there. I know you gotta go. Go.
Another line
I ain't
Geechi
even
had
say
in the
mad for
first.
nothing. Hold on.
I
All right,
took
good.
all my
I'll let you go. Yeah, you go. Go ahead.
no, you wanna go ahead, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. You go ahead. Because I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing for DNA first. So yeah, go ahead.
Oh I no this from not I don't have no from DNA. These all Geechi's. Another
All right,
line
go
from
ahead.
Geechi when he said I took all my L's, bent them and turned them into C's.
Oh, I didn't catch that line.
I felt that one. Took all my L's, bent them and turned them into C's.
That was in the first. I really didn't hear
Yes,
that, John.
that was in the first. Then he told
I didn't
him
hear that, John.
4 or 5.
Hear that.
I
Damn.
hold the coat like a hanger.
See, this is the thing though. Like life experiences and vocabulary is key in battle rap. People sleep on that. You gotta have life experience and you gotta have the vocabulary to talk about it, right, Grace? Ain't it that simple? That covers every right. Now think about that, right? That's for real. Cause you can have the vocabulary, but what you gonna talk about? We don't want to hear 1,000 words, right? You could have a life experience, and I ain't talking about street words. I ain't talking about scholars. I'm talking about life experience. But how you gonna get it out? Geechi doing that, bro. He the best rebuttaler. He the best freestyler. Bro is on fire.
I don't agree with he the best rebuttaler. You can stop saying that shit. He
Yeah,
not better
I'm
than
trying to beat that in. I'm trying to beat. He the best
he ain't the
rebuttaler,
best
son.
rebuttaler. He not
When
the
they
best
come back out,
rebuttaler,
he don't
and
even
he's not
look.
the best,
He
and he
may
ain't the best
look.
freestyler.
That's not even something people talk about. I can see why you may not. But when you watch that and hear that third, because I'm like, yo, he not saying that. He not gonna do nothing to DNA third. How? DNA third was crazy.
In
And
my
then what he
life,
do? Talk mad shit to him. He
on
talked
TV.
real reckless to him, and that was fire. He talked crazy. He had jokes and all at the hikes. That's what it be about.
This what you
People be
get
forgetting.
to?
It's
Yeah,
easy
with
to
my
flip a strap, man. How you gonna flip some wisdom? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's
right
how
there
that's
with
how DNA coming out, and I like that. Then DNA acknowledged the fact that you know what I mean. He not talking like that no more. He acknowledged it too. That's what's more fire about DNA, and he still did it well. This was a great battle to me. It just shows what's going on right now. DNA is in a position where I always feel like they could always you could talk crazy to somebody younger than you because you could tell them like what you've been through and how you made it now and how they even possible to be there in front of you now. I feel like that vocabulary, that verbiage comes off. It will come off way crazier than some rookie or some new class could. But when somebody new come in, they could talk crazy too. But I feel like the veterans, the people who've been through it and paved the way, could always do it better if they cared more. You know what I mean? If they put more into it. Not saying DNA didn't, but I'm just saying like
You know what did it for me? It
that's
was
just
the
we gotta be doing it.
personals, like it was the personals, and I was watching DNA body language when Geechi was hitting them with the real personals, like you a hater. He basically called DNA a hater. He's like you a hater because everybody else getting them plates, and you the one that brung it to, and you brung it to smack attentions and all that. Gave them the I forgot the dude, brung the bag to everybody, and they were saying you was gonna have a
Bro,
opinion on everything, and like he was supposed to be one of the ones that battled Cassidy, but they gave that bag to Arsenal, to Goods, like they don't give it the DNA, like a lot of motherfuckers get overlooked, like motherfuckers that should be get the light shined on them don't get the light shined on them, like and it be bad, like at a point of time, Tay Rock was the face, he not no more. To me, it's Geechi,
wait,
and
hold on,
then
hold on.
who?
My bad. Hold that thought. I want to make sure we still recording. Something just made me feel like we ain't.
It's like when you lose your,
Hold on,
it's
hold
like
on,
you
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Because I want to make them see when they're saying it. 1 second. I really feel like we ain't.
want to say, wait, what?
Said that too, man. We said that. Okay.
I know.
I'm gonna just cut right back to it. All right, and then we back. Yo, I really do apologize. It's just you was talking, and then something just came up, making me think that it might not have been recorded. So I hope you can remember what you were saying. All that gonna get cut out is gonna come right back. My bad. I
I was
just
I was basically saying,
no. We got it. We got it. It's just I
all right,
was
let me
hoping it
say,
hurt. All
I
right.
was just basically saying, motherfuckers is losing their spot. Tay Rock lost his spot as Smack Gunner. He's not the gunner no more. In my eyes, is Geechi. At a point in time, Rum was like a gunner two or like
Geechi is
a
yeah.
top tier. He lost to Reed. I
I
feel
don't
like
know,
you
bro.
lost your
Easy might
spot.
be that dude
Hold on, let
now.
me finish talking. You lost your spot. DNA, PG Killer, don't scream that shit no more. You lost your spot. Like, I feel like when you start losing the motherfuckers and shit, and you already put yourself on, like, you call yourself the champion, but you battling a two-time champion. Your stock value just went down losing to Geechi to me. It's like when you take these battles and you do these things or you
Nah,
dumb
that's still
down your image,
DNA, bro. To
you
me, that's still
lose.
DNA. I always like DNA, so I can't really say it go down.
Go down, bro.
Yeah.
So honestly speaking, you want to see another DNA battle with the same concept he battled Luke Castle with, he battled
Yeah.
Vixen with, he battled Geechi with. You want to see them same DNAs? Because I thought he lost all three of those battles.
I feel like this been the same DNA though. That's what people don't understand. He had gun bars before,
He
but
told
DNA
the truth.
still talked
He
to
said,
people.
I put the guns down 2 battles. Like he said that. Like
I get it, but
maybe
this just he. I mean, he been rapping like that though. It's just not no gun bar. That's it. That's the only difference.
that's like him rapping and saying he ain't about to curse or say nigga no more. It's like that's going to dumb down your whole performance. You feel me?
It shouldn't though. We
It's
not
like you
trying to
trying
say
to.
N word no
It's
more.
like you keep your performance.
How it's gonna dumb down our whole performance? You gotta make it a
Because it's
part
like
of.
you keeping your performance. You might as well go join the 4 Horsemen and be the 5th horseman for all of that. You might as well leave NWX right now and go join the 4 Horsemen and be the motherfucking stable cleaner or something. Cause how it's looking, I don't think he fucking with nobody over there either. Right now, DNA is not fucking with A Ward. He not fucking with what's the other Christian rapper?
Bro, this battle rap, I understand it started where it started, but we were just talking about evolution. It's growing. As long as you making your rhymes hit and it's coming off great to everybody, that whoever can hear him, you gonna win. That's how Past Day win it. He's likable. That's how you could do it. Anybody could do it.
How Past Day when he just fucking lost.
That's how he winning
He
before him.
disrespected the
That's
culture.
how
Matter
people
of
look
fact,
at him though, bro. That's how
he
people look
disrespected
at him,
the culture.
man. Because I
Come
never
up there
listened to a Past Day battle. I just tell that's
unprepared.
why they
Like, come
rocking with
on,
him.
bro. Got us waiting for 2 years to battle Sean. Come up there unprepared. Give us that whack ass performance. Like, come on, bro.
I'm just saying, man. I already know I'm with you. I'm just saying that's what
I
people
can
want,
say
man.
that DNA has never gave us a whack performance.
Never.
He has never. He
So
has
that's
never.
another reason why I want to see him too. That's all that
I
going
never said
to
I ain't want
me
to see him
not writing
win.
him off, but I would never say
I
I
never
won't
said
want
I
to see
didn't
him.
want to see him
I
or
don't
whatever.
forget about some of that. Just I ain't mentioned it. I'm glad you mentioned it. I don't be forgetting about some of
I
that.
never
I
said I
hope
didn't
y'all, the
want to see
fans,
him
don't
again.
forget about that.
But if he go on his track record, you know, with his newfound faith, or I don't know, or dumbing your shit down when using the gun bars, and that has been big, like part of your repertoire. I don't see you winning another battle. Honestly, I don't see him winning with that angle of not. You get what I'm saying? I don't see him beating nobody like that, especially none of the top tiers. Maybe that shit you might wing that off on these up and coming and these rising rookies and shit. These motherfuckers smack throwing at you. But I don't see that style he's using right now continue on the work.
I can understand that. I didn't know you felt like that, but I don't agree at all. But yo, I will say though, the caffeine camera angles is crazy. The way they we got so used to the caffeine angles, and I like them. I like them more and more. The very
Nah,
first
cause
time with the whole thing they had before was trash.
he know how to perform, bro. He gave a marvelous performance. Like he was circling around. Geechi took off his jacket like he was moving. Like he
That's
wasn't
what
just.
DNA do. He good. Yeah, he was doing
I
good.
love battles that just move around on stage, the three
But I'm
action
talking about
song.
like Geechi. I was talking about more on Geechi's side. You were exactly right. Though. I was talking about more on Geechi's side with the way he had him looking directly at him like this. Nigga, you was a and when you was the half side view, like going off on him. You look like that. That's
No,
fire. And not
you know
moving,
what? You know what it
that was
was for
fire.
me. And you always saying, get
Man,
that the
go.
fuck
Your
out of
breath
here. He
rocking.
said,
Please go.
he said no.
Every
He
time I
said
get a
no.
little
Get
hype,
that
you come
stupid.
running over.
He said, you always talking about get the fuck out of here. He's like, no, get that stupid ass look you got on your face right
That's all
now
right,
the fuck out of here. That shit was crazy. DNA looked like he was about to laugh. He's like, get that stupid ass face
Yeah,
that look like you about to laugh the fuck out of here.
it did. It did. It did look like he was like, go, man. Go ahead. Go, go. Yeah, it did look like he was about to laugh. What he
He
say?
did.
The cigar be hanging
Look,
halfway off your lip like a hood mechanic. Yo, I'm sorry, man. Geechi
that was
bars is
fire.
crazy. What he said, I don't care if Eric Bledsoe. That's the point.
Mm.
Guard. Go. Go, man.
I
Go
got
ahead,
a
go.
bar from, it wasn't a bar, it was just like a little line. DNA was like, it went from every fucking bar to every fucking card. That shit was funny.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
he
DNA,
yeah, word. Yeah, that was fire. That
that
was
was
a
hard. And I love when
bang one.
motherfuckers have like a rebuttal or like a flip when your
So I'm
slogan
listening.
or your, yeah,
But
that's fire. Like, that's what I
that's
look for. Yo,
that's
that's what
another
I be looking
topic,
for.
Ghost. That's another
That's what I be
topic, bro.
looking
You just
for.
mentioned. Say what you
Those
just
are
said
like
again.
points.
That's
Those
another
are
one I
like
had.
points. Those are like points and punches right there when you can rebuttal a motherfucker's slogan on his name. Like,
Say that what you just said again though.
I don't even know how I said it.
But just exactly, you just said it again. Actually, my bad. You just said it again.
I,
We're
I don't know
building
how I said
somebody's slogan
it.
because I feel like that is a sign of respect. Just imagine the people out there who had their own little slogan, their own little moniker, and they don't get acknowledged on it at all. They ain't no respect. Your bar is all
That
about
mean the
you.
motherfucker actually took his
Exactly.
time out to do his research and
Right.
homework on you.
That's a fire topic. All right. And I had that too. That was in my phone on my phone topics because the other day, man.
I ain't got it written down, but Geechi was going on about this in a second and shit. He was saying how, oh, you got a daughter? I ain't about to talk about it, nigga. That would be corny and shit and all of that. He's like, nigga, I thought you was gay. I thought Clips was fucking you. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's funny. That's what I'm saying. That's the bars that be working.
That was funny.
Yo, you be
Then he
having
was
me.
talking about
You.
then he was talking about him like not knowing how to drive and shit, and Smack being his daddy, and he was like, you and Clips always talking about y'all brothers and shit. And he was like, that just confirmed that Smack is y'all daddy because you
That's
said
my
y'all brothers.
shit. I had that one too. Yo, cause you be having me in the Zoom, man, waiting like the rendezvous spot off, man. That'd be crazy with you, man. I'd be like, what's going on with him, man? Boy, I'd drop you, dust you off, pull right back up, pull back from the Zoom, and be like, I made the right call. You gotta stop playing with me. You be really waiting me and have me sitting on the Zoom waiting for you all day. But we could get
Shut
back
up.
into it though. That was for you though. Don't call it no tape out light bar. What round was you on?
I think it was on the second. Then Geechi had another rebuttal. It wasn't like a rebuttal, but it was like a flip of the card. Cause he was like, "Play with me, you'll get your top push back easy."
Yo, chill. Why
That
Geechi
was
say that?
fire.
That was fine. But why Geechi tell him? Why he say your mom's? Did he say your mama a renard a R word? Did your mama? And he's like, yeah, dad. He was like, yeah, dad something. He's like, was your pops even a street and work? He's like, yo, I ain't get it, but I didn't write it. He said something to DNA. I forgot what round it was. I feel like it was later on. He was just like, that might have been part of that third. But he was like, what he said? He said, I think he did say your mama R word, and he was like, your pops something. He's like, was he even a street and word? Like it was. It can't wait till it come back out. Y'all gonna like the way he did it. It was just the way. It was a part of what I always talk about with y'all on with the recaps. Transitional bars, man. I like the transitional bars. We mentioned something in between a fire bar, and then you start your next bar with this little this little 2 bar joint. I like that. But
I
go ahead.
noticed a lot. Geechee was getting mad, especially in the first, where
Geechi be getting
I guess he was trying to like freestyle, but he was just one word barring that
Geechi
motherfucker,
be
and
getting
then he was
hot.
like, "Damn, you lucky my mouth got dry." How to finish the rap, and then DNA, y'all ain't really hear his breath like pause and shit. And I thought DNA was going motherfucker hit him with the slogan, "Man, get water, drink money."
He said
And then I was
pause.
going, and DNA said pause when he said that shit. I thought he was gonna hit him with the slogan like, "Man, get money, drink water and shit." Then I was gonna say, "I've been doing that."
DNA can't. DNA could. I was about to say DNA can't do that. He probably can't quickly say nothing like that. He'll probably throw off his whole round.
Let me throw
Geechi
something.
could. Geechi could do that. But you
About
know why I
being
say Geechi? You know why I say DNA could? Because I respect battle rappers like Danny Myers, DNA, and it's another one I had on my list that do that. But that stare at their opponent while they rapping. I like rappers that do that.
DNA, one of them battle rappers,
I
gonna give
like
you a
that.
fire
That show you know your
performance.
material.
He gonna give you a fire performance, even if you feel like he lost. Even if he think he about to choke, he's not gonna choke because he's just so he's just a great freestyler, bro. I never seen DNA choke. And even if you think he choked, he's gonna freestyle.
So why in the world don't you want to see him again? Got
You keep
it.
saying that. I never said I didn't want to see him again. I said he's gonna keep losing if he continue the way he's rapping now. I never said I didn't want to see him again. I said he's gonna keep losing. That's what I said. You could run that back.
All right, y'all like the bar that Geechi said. Nick N words like you rapping a life that 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 you don't live, and that's unfair. That's fine. I like that.
What's the
I
name said?
did. Your mom's an
No,
retard. Your dad was he at least a street N word?
yo, what's the name
Yeah,
said
I
something
did
like that
right
to
there.
the top.
Huh?
Easy said something like that at the top. I'm
He was
tired
like
of these
N
motherfuckers
words rapping
glorifying
a
this
life
shit.
like they don't they live. He's like that's unfair. He meant that too. Like that ain't
You
even
heard me?
fair.
Easy had a bar like that for top and shit.
That goes back to what we were talking about, man.
When he
Yo,
told the nigga, he's like, nigga, he's like, you glorify this street life and you don't even live that shit like that, and we still rock with you. He's like, nigga, tell me thank you. He said, tell us thank you. That shit was fire.
oh yeah, I don't remember that.
He
I think
said,
I remember
nigga,
that.
when
I think I
you
remember tell us
glorify this
thank
street life
you.
and
Yeah,
you ain't even like that.
I think I missed that part. Damn.
He said, tell us thank you.
But that goes in with paying attention, like what you said, like you was paying attention to the body language. This is probably the first battle I didn't pay attention that much to Geechi body language. Like I was listening and trying to listen more. That's why I'm curious, man. I'm missing certain stuff. Like I always do. But I was paying
Yo,
attention out of
another
all
thing
these
I don't
battles.
like during the
Hold
battles,
on.
bro.
I was paying attention to easy body language and T top though. That out of all these battles, drugs made his body language apparent. he made his whole body language apparent. Like he was
Yo,
just facial
that's the
expressions
thing
and
I
all
don't
that.
like during the
But
battle.
no, Top had the best one. Top would do shit like this, and Easy would be rapping to him. He Easy did it mad times, and you could tell Easy had a bar, but he was rapping it with so much, so much conviction. I don't like using that word either, but so much. You know what I mean? Of like, not about to say affection, but he was saying it so much with so much fucking pain in it that you could tell that that bar didn't finish the way it's supposed to. He looked in T Top's face, and T Top made some crazy face to something he was saying, and he just flipped to something. Yo, watch it back. I'm telling you, I'm gonna show you exactly the minute mark what I'm talking about. I feel like he did it a few times. I'm gonna show you because I feel like I see him do that. He'll be like, man, matter of fact, and he'll cut up and he'll do that. He's like, no, hold on, matter of fact, yo, when Easy be doing that, I feel like he don't even be one. He just stopped what he was started talking about. And I like when he do that. He did that mad times to Top. I don't want to say how that's a close battle either, but the rounds was good by Top. It just Easy was just better. But we're good. We gotta stay focused. We jumped around the Av and DNA. Yo, Geechi ain't got no battle coming up too. That's a good thing. Though. That's good because this back to back Geechi been killing. They can't stop this Geechi. Geechi might need to go chill. He live where it's warm at. Go take a vacation where it's warmer because. I mean, for
Oh
real,
yeah.
I don't think he got nothing going on.
Another
Let's
thing I was
do it
about to
though.
say. This out. Let me get this out
Chill.
before I forget it again. It just popped back in my head.
All right.
I know rappers getting money and y'all doing y'all thing. Take them fucking chains off while y'all fucking rapping. That shit be rattling and motherfuckers can't hear what the fuck y'all say. And you could be saying the fire shit in the world. That shit not gonna hit if that shit
Is you
can't hit.
still in 2008, 9? What are you talking about? 2011? 2014? I don't hear no change no more.
I hear chains rattling while over niggas' mic. Like I be hearing that shit.
I think that's flawed, man. Coming out
Geechi
there,
was the main
ice to
one.
the
He had
max,
like
man.
1,000 chains on, really couldn't hear him. Like I heard him, but some of the shit was,
I think that's
getting
flawed,
muffled
man.
because of the sound.
I think that's flawed, man. That's Dougly do right there. I like that. I don't hear no. I don't hear that. If I heard it, then yeah, I would be all full steam ahead against that. Like, but no, I don't even hear that. Respect the culture, all right. But go ahead though. That's what you wanted to say. The singing of all right. We on his second. Yeah, the look of his face was crazy though. Uh, then Geechi had some lines, but he got the blade swipe like Devin, 1,000 cuts. He can't do shit with it. I like it was the conviction with it, and it was the fact that I missed the bar I wanted before that. So I'm like, man, I'm getting the next one. That's what I told myself. It was something he said, and I'm like, man, it be mad times I be doing that. I forget, and that's why I kind of get like a word of it, and I'll be like, man,
Or
I'm gonna definitely get that next one.
Geechee had a crazy double entendre. He said, the iron chew off half his face like Holyfield.
He did though. Another one, yeah.
Crazy
You
double
either get
entendre.
shot in the face or shot in the
Talking
face.
about iron as the gun, Iron Mike, bit Holyfield. That shit was just crazy. When I actually thought it, I'm like, ooh, I know where he was going with that.
A lot of these
That
rappers
shit was
rapping
fire.
double entendre. That's fire. What
And
he
then
said?
he went, but that was when he was rapping it. He was rapping it to him like one word. He was one word in him like that. I ain't chew off half his face. Like he was rapping that shit mad, slow and simple. Like it was his first time rapping against a nigga.
Nah, like he
That was
meant
like
that. Like
when
he
he.
meant it.
I think that was right when he was
Like he
spitting to
meant
him,
it.
like right before he ran out of fuel. When he was like, "Damn, you lucky my mouth got dry." Like that's when he was running that shit
You
down. Like
like
he
that
was
part
like
of head
he was.
ass?
I like that because he was really, bro. He was crushing
Talking
DNA
ass.
in that first round till he went like he was hoarse, like out of breath, like about to pass out, like where he really needed water. Like it's different. Another reason why niggas need crowd. You need somebody. You need your man's. Like this. I like saying this. Nobody wants to be standing around like somebody man's, but you need the crowd because you're gonna look like you choking if you're rapping and you go bend down and pick your water up rather than when your man behind you and he could just pass you your shit. You feel me? A nigga don't want to be holding the water while he's spazzing and shit. You can't put no gun shit in no nigga. You can't put a water in a nigga face while you rapping. You don't want to hold that
That
shit.
was the topic we were supposed to get to too. We gotta get to that one. That's a big topic too. Cause
Drinking water going year round.
that goes through it. It's a lot playing that. It's like you could do it and then it'll throw off your own round. Even if you fire, it just might you never know what it might do to
You
your
can
own
only
round,
do
slow it
it.
down.
I feel like you can only do it
New
with a
rules is
crowd.
being made in these rooms, man.
Huh?
New rooms are being made in these rooms, man. If they just go get they you know what I mean, they cardio and they calisthenics stuff, they ain't even gotta worry about drinking water in between the round. Like stop getting high before the battle. I mean, come sober. Don't have you know what I mean? Be fully like I mean, I get that. Just like we in these new room settings, we in a new room settings. Like it's all new rules, and we establishing and find them out slowly but surely. But hey, yo, what he say? He's like, you either get shot in the face or shot in the face. That was after that paralegal devil eagle line, that desert eagle line. That was fire. I like that when he did that. Regular lines. Cause we ain't get to that third yet.
It was simple gun shit. Geechi was hitting them like, nigga, if I gave you a gun and told you shoot me, you probably wouldn't even do it. It was shit like that.
I was looking forward to this. My casket lines. Unfortunately, here Geechi, pardon self, God, for real. I was looking forward to them casket lines. I ain't gonna hold you, Geechi. Them casket lines.
Yeah, he always be having the casket bars.
What? And then I was looking forward to Avo lines and DNA.
Ooh, I ain't write this one down. This just popped in my head. DNA had a crazy caffeine and coffee flip.
But why Geechi have an Avo line and DNA didn't even talk about Avo? I ain't write down, but I peeped it when he was like.
Say it again. Say what you just said again. Because you might be wrong. Say that again.
Geechi said Geechi had a.
You said Geechi had an Avo line.
Geechi had an Avo line,
and you said DNA didn't have an Avo line.
And DNA did not.
You gotta go.
And I was purposely listening for it. You know I was purposely listening for it. He brought it up against Nixon.
Matter of fact.
It don't seem like he shouldn't have, right?
You talk about when Geechi was like, "Oh, you mad because I fuck with Avo, but you did an ad for Trump." You talking about that?
The ad for Biden, yeah, yes, that was that. That he did, and then when he said that, I'm like, "Oh, I ain't even peep." DNA ain't talking about Avo this whole time. Out of all the stuff DNA was saying, he ain't mentioned Avo.
But he broke up the Anwar shit and said how he was messy and shit.
And he brought up Anwar, like,
and how he said he a name dropper and he a home. He called him a name dropper. He called him messy. He called him a home wrecker. You got to take like the words he was like. That's why I say it's a preference though, because that shit get hit in a different way. Like you, how you gonna call another man? You call this man a home wrecker? Talking about he a name dropper.
You a preference head, man. I don't like that word preference. That's people excuse to not give a winner, man. Like the 2-1 either way. Like no, we ain't doing that either. We need to start finding winners, man. And it's crazy because the last time I had a battle I didn't pick a winner for was Ill Will and John. People say Ill Will won. I don't think nobody won that battle. And to this day, I still got the first being debatable. And I'll beat myself up over that. I remember it. That's not all these words. That's not on my notes. No, I remember that because I ain't never leave a battle with a debatable, and I clearly gave
random.
Another round.
Who argued with me? John has some of the best bodies of all time.
Ever.
That was just a random.
And it's crazy because he had them being set up. It's not. They would give him the brightest shining light in battle rap.
That's not even a reach. That's not even a reach though. But he does have some back to back. That ain't even a reach.
No, he got him back to back. It ain't no reach. It's just the fact that they tried to throw him at him when they had bright shining stars coming, and they would throw them at John. That's what they was doing, and they was really thinking that they were trying to. I ain't gonna say trying to get John out of here, but it's just weird. People put themselves out and rap, man. Like that's how it be. Surf would have said no. Some people just say yes to certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to mention the Surf because he's at the top of the thought of that conversation. So that'd be the whole point. People gotta believe in their own value, and it's like it's not that they don't. We don't know how much they making because they obviously come with the material. It's just that when outside looking in, we don't see you until you got a caffeine dip. We don't see you on Twitter, and that matters to some people. There's fans out there that do it. So you should attend to those fans. That's why when the people come up and their names ring, then they're like, oh, these are these fans because he be marketing himself, just talking on Twitter. Little stuff like that Instagram, IG Live. We ain't never see that till some issue coming up for most of these rappers. But we got to stick with DNA and what you call it, though, for real, though. Yo, who else we got, though?
Some rappers, I feel like they just genuinely dope, and they don't market themselves.
But there's a time where the
the
platform you put yourself on isn't gonna do it for you.
They don't market yourself like that, but they are dope rappers, like you feel me?
But this is what I'm trying to say. The platform that you only putting yourself on is not gonna do it for you. Your peers are telling you, but you're probably taking it as being like, oh, they being cocky. I'm pretty sure Surf told Jerry West. Ours told Jerry West to his face on the battle behind scenes, probably, yo, Market, throw that shit out there. And he probably taking it as like, oh, he being cocky. No, like dead ass. Like do a little bit more. Hey,
it's because it's who it's coming from. They can't take no advice from their opponent, bro. They're not trying to hear that, especially when it's 3 rounds and they're giving them advice in a round. They're not trying to hear that. That's like when somebody be preaching to somebody in a battle and then it's like it don't hit. Why the fuck did you say that? Like, or did you like? It's a
as
swing
a
and a miss.
man though, man. We got some people got to put that pride away when you're in a power position, the position of power. You know what I mean? You gotta put that. You gotta just put it to the side a little bit. You know what I mean? Yo Gotti, like that. That's one of my favorite Yo Gotti songs. Pride to the side. But come on, man. Just I mean, it's just I mean, you should be thankful to want to do that. You should that person telling you that. Like take that. I mean, I'm
You know what it
assuming right
is?
because they not
You
listening
know
to
what
their
it is?
fans. They ain't listening to what you gonna listen to. You gonna listen to people that you see all the time. If they not telling you that, I don't know, man. Well, who is it though?
You know what it is?
What is it?
Motherfuckers know they lane and they stay in it, motherfucker. Some motherfuckers just ain't that motherfucking fuck that promotion shit. I'm gonna come here, I'm about to get this bag, and I'm gonna kill this motherfucker, whether y'all
But
rock with me or
but
not.
M words ain't TDE. You ain't Kendrick
So
Lamar. You can't
so
do that.
it's like you saying we gonna vote for this motherfucker because he promoted himself more than the other nigga.
Think
You
of it
saying
like
that's the
Jay-Z don't do it,
that's the
right? Hov won't do it. He don't do it. And we know that though. But he had the status where we expect and we know that. But at the same time, we would like for him to do it. They had the status where they need to be doing it. You don't got that right to feel like you shouldn't be out here showing yourself. And then when you pop up on the car, we supposed to be like, oh, okay, what? You see what I'm saying now? You pop up on the car, and we like, where you come
I gotta
from?
disagree with that though, because I feel like you could be cocky like that and not promote yourself. If you come in battles, you giving niggas 3 rounds, complete rounds, you not choking. Fuck, I'm promoting myself for. Y'all already paying me, so why am I taking time on my day to promote myself if I only got to show up for one day?
Because
I
you don't
got paid for a face
understand.
off.
You don't
I
understand
got paid
marketing.
face off. I got paid a
You don't
deposit. I'm
understand
gonna get
social
paid for
media.
this battle.
You don't
Fuck, am I
understand
still
that the
promoting
people
myself?
that watch you just now, they probably they like you so much that they want to see something else you're doing. You don't understand that battle you just did it, they just saw it, they can't even go back and watch it right now. So they probably wish
And
they
it's
could go
another
back and
thing.
watch something
It's
else you're
another
doing.
thing.
But they can't
Some
go back and
niggas
watch
just
something else you're
only.
doing because you ain't got
Some
nothing else.
niggas.
And the battle you
Some
just
look.
did don't come out
Some
until an
niggas
app
only
on
just
another
do
person's
battle
platform.
rap, right?
It's a thousand reasons
Some
why.
niggas only just do battle rap so they promote themselves. Some niggas battle rap and they do shit outside of battle rap that they don't want no promotion or no light really shed on what they do outside of battle rap. They just want to be known for just when they come in here and that's that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's crazy. It
That's what
really
I'm
ain't nothing wrong
saying.
with that.
Motherfucker, look, this what nigga. It's like a seeking your advantage. I mean, like how I warn this. Motherfucker, I feel like the only motherfuckers that really need to come in and promote themselves is motherfuckers that's dropping mixtapes and music. Motherfuckers that's not no mixtape artists or nothing like that. They don't give a fuck about promotion. They coming in
That's
there
not
to get that
true.
face off
Geechi
money, that bag,
Goods
and
got
that.
cologne now. You see what I'm saying? It's what if you promoting something you doing. You promote a non-profit organization you got. It's the wintertime. Families need to get fed.
You
COVID.
said goods,
You can
right?
promote
You said
anything.
goods. You
He
said
don't
goods,
promote
right?
nothing.
I don't really look
But
at
we
goods as
still talking
promoting
about
anything.
DNA. What you call it though?
No, you saying goods. You say when he come out, he promote. I
No,
don't
I
really
said he
look at it as
promoted. No, because
goods.
you said I said he got cologne, and then you said he had
He
nothing.
battled once a year, so you only hearing about that shit probably once every year. He don't battle
That's still the
a
point.
handful.
At least he's still saying something. I'm trying to wonder who ain't saying nothing.
That's one
I forgot how
That's
that
one
even started off
promotion.
with them, y'all. We gotta stay on topic. That was a good ass conversation. And if y'all need to let us know how y'all feel more
That's
about
one
that, we
promotion.
will continue that though. Y'all rocking with us, y'all already know that we do that.
That's what
But
I'm
I mean,
saying. You like it's
what?
a good angle. You saying promotion, but I be feel like if you're not selling nothing, there's no reason for you to promote. If look, you ain't selling merch,
I get
cologne,
no.
or promoting your
You ain't say
mixtape.
that before. You ain't say that. You said if I'm here for the battle, why would I promote it to something else? And I said because you don't
And like,
understand
look,
marketing. You don't
I give you two
understand
different
social media. But what
scenarios.
you just said is right just
I
now.
give you two different scenarios. I said you only need to promote if you're doing a mixtape or you selling some merch, or like you said, or you selling cologne. You got motherfuckers that just battle rap. They don't need to promote because they not doing no mixtape. They not selling no cologne. They probably in the streets for real, so they don't need they life and them they shit all out there other than them just showing up for a fucking battle. They don't need that promotion.
So you went back more into what I'm saying then. Like, why you halfway stepping? You halfway stepping
I'm
in
not.
everything you doing then. Not you.
You
Brethren,
saying
not
you
you. For
motherfuckers
real,
need to
brethren,
promote
for real.
themselves more, and
Not
I said
you.
they don't.
Not you.
They
Not
don't.
you. Why are they halfway stepping? You in the streets for real, or you just had a battle. You halfway stepping in both them lanes. You playing with both. You know what I'm saying. You're not gonna get me to agree with what you're saying. What you did say a few seconds ago was right, and I forgot what
No,
you said.
you saying every battle
That's
rapper needs
right.
to promote themselves more, and I don't agree with that. You saying that's your argument.
If you
Every
see
battle rapper.
something working, then do that. Work around that. Find something that you like and sell that. But yeah, so I'm saying promote yourself more. Tell people you got t-shirts coming out. You ain't got a made or nothing. Tell them they coming out. They got something to look forward to. We don't know your next battle. Nobody never announced their next battle. They own next battle because they don't know their next battle. They don't even know the next time they're gonna eat from this. So why? So something.
It all go back to my saying, like, because motherfuckers don't be knowing. That's why I be saying it makes for good battles when motherfuckers have a history or some type of confrontation or a rivalry going on. A nigga can't say my next battle such and such, and he ain't got no beef with nobody. He ain't stirring nothing
We
up.
know
You
that
get what I'm
that's the
saying?
truth. Yeah, it makes for a great battle, a good battle. If you got some.
It
That's
makes for,
exactly
yeah,
right.
when you
Yes,
got, you
but
can
I don't
say, yeah, I
only
got
look
beef
forward
with.
to that. We had that conversation too on the channel too. We had that conversation a million times. But let's get back into these bars, man, for real. Because this game going out the way. It just wasn't supposed to be about them. But it's good, man. That's dope. We just gotta keep going though. Y'all understand? Like when we talk about it, we just gotta keep it organized for y'all. Because we already getting pretty lengthy. But hold up, why he said this ain't no super fight like we all was thinking? And I'm mad because our footage got, man. We had a good recap video, and it's not. It probably won't come out until I possibly get my stuff recovered, crazy too. And I said that to you, so that I like that recap video we had at the event, but it probably won't come out. That's the only video, plus some other videos in the whatever. What he said, this ain't no super fight. He's like, you couldn't even get this weak ass card. He said, you get this weak ass card the fuck out of here. I like how the way Smack. I mean, Geechi be doing that. Smack probably. I mean, Geechi like he. What I say? I feel like Geechi like he might be number one at talking to Smack too. Him and Ars. Right now, currently to this day, Ars still number one, I'll say. And then Geechi be like number two. Geechi is right there. Fuck that. Geechi is 1A. Ars number one of talking bars about Smack and to Smack. He is. He definitely is. That little telling them that they his kids. He said that every battle almost. He said almost every battle. He's like, what? Who else he said that to? Before Verb. Who he said that to? He said it to in another battle he had. I forgot who it was. But he said that to a lot of them. He said that when he say it, it'd be crazy, like, and it'd be shots at Smack. He be wearing ruin your day joint in front of Smack. Like Geechi do what he want. Like not that's too fire. I'm sorry. Like that's something that all that is in a part of battle rap in the rapper
No,
itself.
that's
So
it. It all stems off of every time he preached that niggas is smack. I mean, smack kids. Like the only niggas that don't, to me, that ain't smack kids. If you got your own league, don't care.
yeah, they a little illegitimate stepchildren at that point.
Yeah, that's how they paint that narrative that you're a smack kid because you here get collecting a check or getting paid or whatever. You feel me? And you ain't got nothing. We don't know you for nothing else. But you got like niggas like Geechi, R's, you know, John. Who else got a league? Off the hand. Like that. That you just say that about you can't say they smack kids.
Yeah, that's true. But he actually did say, I think he did say John was his
But in
child
case
in
you
that battle.
found another one with the dojo and shit, you got people coming up there bad, but
No. I said John. I said I think Geechi did say John was his kid before. And John when they battled, I think Geechi did
I got
tell him something like that.
I got agree with
I
that.
think. But I mean that's just because of the type of person, like you say, it wasn't an arse. It wasn't a Sean. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Them boys pick and choose. Like we already know. But what he say, yo, I like he was like, it's about time we get we give a fuck about your people's magazine. It became an issue for us weekly. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think that was how it went too. I think he had to deliver some evil line. I liked that DNA had in a second. Deliver some evil, or was it? I thought it was evil, but I like hearing deliver some evil because I remember when I first seen that movie. I think I was like one of the first LL Cool J movies and the first Gabrielle Union movies I seen. That was she became my favorite actress since then. Well, not even just from that movie, but from like I was a big fan of her then, and then seeing her with it was just I don't know. It was just a time in my life where certain movies around that time just stick with you. Now I was wondering, was it that good? I don't even remember it being good, but I think I just like the movie, so I don't know. Anyway, what good? What Geechi said? Geechi said, I mean, you ain't even play with a Nick. He's like, you ain't even play with Nicks. I know his dad mad as a motherfucker. His son a square. Like he be having that Cali talk to him. That's gonna be funny as hell hearing that. Cause everybody from everywhere where they from don't think they got an accent. And he like, I know that nigga mad as a motherfucker when his son is square. Like he be He be like talking like the little
Name
stuttering
flip.
pimp. He be funny as hell when we do that.
Name flip.
He flip.
You know these my shits. If anybody seen DNA in the street, must have been around when my ops was leaking.
Oh, I do remember that one. Yeah, that was cold. I forgot what round that was. What was that? Where'd you catch? Where was that at?
That, that was the first.
Okay. Oh, that's
That
something
was the
everybody remember that. Yo, what he say? I like what I ain't write this one fully down, but verbatim. But I put down him never telling who he killed. Return to the hood was fire. Like that was fire. That's like it's crazy because he be giving away when you listen to certain rappers and Geechi, even like Sean, just like certain people, like they be just man, he just be giving up so much game. Like who what's the other one with T Top? T Top the same way. They just be giving a mad game and it be crazy here and not like the stuff that they be saying the way they put it. It be so simple, but I like that when he said that because I think he told him I forgot what else he said, but it was just I just remember he said he ain't never tell nobody who he killed, and that was fine. But what you got?
never tell nobody who I kill. I just go home and tell the homies, see safe.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
I ain't had to write that down. You know, I felt that shit.
I was like that beginning part. I forgot all about that second part. Word, he did say that. Well, as soon as he said that, I'm like, where that's going? And then I was like, damn, it just still stuck with me that part. Like you just don't, you didn't tell nobody who you killed. Like literally nobody. And that's right. That's why I remember it. Like he said, he literally tells his own homies like to see safe out there. Like you know what I mean. Right now he been on a stay dangerous campaign with everybody holding West doing. But nah, just, yeah. Where he say DNA, you gonna keep telling us the mafia bars. I like that part. As long as these De Niro's coming in, I like that. That was fire. I think that was slept on. I don't know. DNA the way he rap for he'll be rapping for the reaction. And I feel like he never did. It just he would get it. And he still keep
Yo,
going. Cause that goes back to him
let
not
me.
choking.
Yo,
Him
I
meaning
got
what he
something
say.
crazy to say now.
Go
It
ahead.
ain't crazy. He beat him for that 25,000, but he smoked his ass on his super fight. DNA beat him for the 25, but Geechi definitely smoked him in the super fight.
Dang.
Smoked.
Yeah. It's crazy because he might
Oh,
have I
he,
think because he got
it
two
might have been.
rounds and I
It
only
might.
gave him
Hold
that
on. Hold
third because
on.
the third
Hold
I
on.
liked so
Let
much.
me use these choice of words. He stepped on him. Overkill. I'm done for the moment. Let me run him back. He stepped on him. Overkill. All right, go ahead. I'm done.
Alright. I thought a red deadline was about to come in there. I ain't no way he was going.
Bah!
Them beat red
Handshake.
ass. I'm about to give you some more bars. I gave you some bars earlier, some Zoom bars. I told you them bars is fire, y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all felt
It would have
about
been
them.
fire if DA
It
would have
was
started
fire.
off his round like this. Damn, you still here? I thought I finished you. Like he didn't have the. He didn't have the. It wasn't there for me.
Yo, who said that? I forgot who said. Yeah, oh, Lux said that. The surf. That was crazy. You gotta be liking that more too. That was funny as hell.
Yeah, he's like, nigga, you still. He turned around like the battle was over. Like fuck you about to rap or whatever. He turned back around
Lux
like he didn't
crazy.
know what the
Lux gave somebody
that
two
shit, bro.
rounds, and it
He
wasn't
act like
because
he
he
was
stumbled or
oblivious to
slipped.
everything that was going on. Like
Hey yo,
he was.
crazy. Lux gave somebody two rounds, and it ain't because he stumbled or slipped or choked. Think about that. He still had a whole third round. He just never got to it. That's yo. I think that's what he said. Yo, that's crazy. I'm already dead wrong about that, but I feel like that's what I heard. Yo, remind them of that movie where fake go to jail, something like that. We had a fake go to jail. Y'all let this N word turn my house into a jail. What you say? But it made it worse when they had heart to teach it. Like it's crazy because I didn't even see that movie, but I know exactly what movie they're talking about because that's one of the movies where you see a trailer or you see a quick commercial. Oh, you know what the movie about? I don't even need to see that. Like I feel like I didn't even need to see that movie. And it's crazy they put that out in a lot of places for free now, so I probably will go watch it. But it's just like I didn't even need to see that movie. Like you teaching somebody how to go to jail and prepare for prison because you black and you need him for leverage, and you ain't never been to prison or jail, so I can see where it's going. They're gonna wind up being respecting each other in the end. Like I still need to see that movie, but it's like I like bars like that. That's what I'm talking about. Make the bars relatable to people coming in at season 3 in episode 5. They sitting right next to you. You watching what she watching. You like that episode you see. You know what I'm talking about. Yo, what Geechi say though? Yo, he was like, bitch, what up with you? What's up? No. He's like, bitch, what up with you? He's like, I don't give a fuck what you and John do to rookies. Everybody gonna take that L when that time come. I like that part. That was fire. I like that because that's true. Like we were just talking about that. Yeah, he was like, so how Surf, Lux, Hollow, even me, even me getting bigger checks and looks than you. Like, come on, Geechi going crazy at DNA. That's
The
two. That's two in
personal,
a second.
the personals. I told you it was the
DNA had
personals.
personals too, though. No, we said it. DNA had personals too. We just liked his personals more, a little better. We just liked his bars, the way he worded it better. Like the verbiage is better. He was good. He had a long thing. He was like, "How Surf, Lux, Hollow." Even he was like, even me, like he was throwing them in. He was like, but even me, like I'm getting bigger, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like brotherhood, how could a real N word rep that gladly? That was one of my favorite lines in the battle. I can't stand the brotherhood joint. I don't like it. I don't even know why I started, but you let somebody at the top of a battle rap leading the flock of flunkies say one thing, everybody go with it. I never liked the term at all. It took brotherhood away from what I knew and we know as brotherhood. You know what I mean? The actual brotherhood of men and like just making their own secret organization, but not for the reason that they got their brotherhood going. Nowhere near that. Same premise, but not the same target. Like it ain't executed the same and it ain't represented the same. I don't get it. Like, and it's crazy. Like brotherhood, they got one woman. Like, and they claim that they treat her like she ain't even like in the hierarchy of that. Like it looked like a whole Roman Empire out there with that whole brotherhood movement. I couldn't wait to say that. I was waiting for somebody to talk about it. That's why I wanted to talk about the WWF bar. I mean, video. We're gonna get to that though. We're gonna get to that. What you got? You got a vote? You got another bar?
No, I ain't got no more.
You ain't got nothing, bro? I thought you said, man. All right, hold up. Yeah, that goes back to what you said with the whole it being smack kids. I wrote that down, smack daddy. If he was like, if a bunch of bitch n words in the chat like you think I lost, that's a win for me. That's clear to see. That's fire right there. That was fire. He said chest shot, your shoulders will spread. He's like, I knock you out. Slap you so hard the pain from your face will go to your legs. Like that's just what Geechi be talking like. That should be hilarious, yo. I'm sorry. He just can't. Geechi can't. He on Super Saiyan 3 right now. That's how I feel like when you watch the Dragon Ball Z series. I ain't watched Naruto and no series. I'm compared to what I know. If y'all don't know, it's me a quick little. But he came when I noticed him. He was on Super Saiyan 1. Like I don't think he was ever Kakarot. I don't think he was ever like Goku form. He was never ever. Like when I noticed him, he was being talked about, and that was back when I was watching the Vunya Day. That's how I found out about him because he was watching other battle rappers. I'm like, yo, who was this Geechi guy do that I keep watch other battle rappers and he be critiquing it mad dope with his Western accent. Watch the battle. I watched him watch somebody else. I was like, oh, this dude crazy. Started watching everything. That was around the same time I started watching Twerk. Similar times. Let me keep going though. DNA third though. This is where I feel like with the whole round of the night. Shout out to DNA. And I really like this. I just like DNA third too, but I gotta get DNA this third. I got to. But he said you painting this whole narrative about me from from BET. But then what happened? You name dropped. That's what Graves was talking about earlier. I like that part because that was so true. Like I remember I wanted to say more about that. That's why I meant to mark it up. That's why I try to keep my highlighted with. And then you talking about yeah, with Geechi losing his integrity. I wrote that part. I think that goes up with the Anwar bar. See, that was you was mentioning. Okay, that was the stuff we were talking about. We was okay. Yeah. I like when he was. I wear robes. You got two belts over your shoulder like a fucking wrestler. Like who you talking to like that? I like that part. That was because he was going. He was killing them. Sports can be compared too, though. DNA. Like we could compare sports. We could compare sports. They like to do that with the predominantly black sports. They like to do that just because the sport ain't got like no actual physical contact. Cause they like to do that though. Like we can compare sports. I like that. I gotta see that. I gotta see the battle again though. But some made me write down sports can be compared. Cause I just find people be doing that. Like they don't like to compare battles to nothing else. Like with the belts and all that. That was a sign of a champion, a sign of a winner. I know champion has been trademarked now, but it's still a champion nonetheless, or somewhat trade. I don't think he would trademark that word, but whatever. I don't know. But cause he asked out, you bending over backwards just to be even. Come on, that's messed up. He had a little smack line in there. That was fire. I like that one. You the type of friend that gotta explain to his mother why your son been in the ground for weeks. What? I'm the type of friend that would teach him to level up and get him out the streets. That was a fucked up beginning though. Like that is crazy though. He said, "I've been eager to spit this, cause y'all think real is one thing instead of seeing the difference. Come on, DNA. What? What else was that? But this is what I needed in the first two. But he still had the N war. Yeah, he still I wrote that down. He still had the N war. The particular like he ain't mentioned Ivo. I feel like he really did. I was listening for Ivo bar because I see when I back in our DNA and Vixen recap. I was looking for. I couldn't wait around that time. I couldn't wait for somebody to talk about Ivo because we wasn't gonna give him no shine. What about the black man that never graduated but was consuming an interest? That's fire. I like that. What about the black man that never graduated but was consuming an interest? Come on now. He said that that grew up on Section 8 but now not needing assistance. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think that when I be trying to write bars back, I be trying to like I gotta make sure it rhymes in the way that I'm catching it, like because I'm not catching them all. I'm just trying to catch certain parts and I'm trying to piece it together, like just off my history of like knowing rap, how to, what I mean, put stanzas together. What you say, two step? Yo, this is something I feel like I forgot, and I feel sad to say that because I would want to know more about these people's personal life. I do, but not like in the negative side. But I didn't know he was he had two stepkids. That's crazy, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that one was a single father. But these things I didn't know. Now I like hearing stuff like that. But it was like he's being persistent, like with that whole being a stepkid. I mean, and I put some about distance. So I'm assuming he like what I mean he being persistent, but what I mean keeping it distant. I'm guessing I put distance right after that. But that was crazy. So my mother could show stats instead of statistics, saying a statistic, something like that. Briefly got that. He say they literally watch DNA born in front of them. I like that too. I like that. I like that. That's cold right there. Yes, because everybody been saying that. Like people like to put it down on people they watch grow up because you want to say certain things. Like you can say whatever you want. Make it come across. It's crazy. I like DNA. I always like DNA. I didn't know he had this type of people had this type of feelings about him. But when you are a fan of somebody that you've been a fan of before the small rooms came, before caffeine came, you can see where the new opinions come from. You can see it's brand new people that probably never really listened to a lot of DNA battles. And that's how I be feeling. I make sure I try to check myself for when I'm talking about somebody that I didn't go back and see or somebody that I just newly saw, which I still don't, because we clear example. Like most of the women, unfortunately, have bad clear example, but they are, unfortunately. Shout out to y'all ladies. A lot of y'all I didn't know a lot of y'all battles. But it's just like, dang, you know what I mean? A perception is built, but I still won't speak on them most times. I speak on what's said in the battle. Geechi third was fire. What he say? Keep it strapped he's like keep it strapped to the young N word. I like that. He always told him. He's like, but I always tell him like don't hang with us. Like I like that. Like but he always tell him that. And he had the Ivo line I mentioned that whatever. Um, yeah, Gotti, Geechi smack lines be crazy. I literally seen DNA. Yeah, this what I'm saying. The third every time DNA Geechi third be seem like a whole rebuttal, almost every time, especially for the past year. That's why I gotta give him that because it just seemed the back and forth that DNA that Geechi be having. I feel like he purposely do that for us the viewers, and that's what I'm saying. Like slip ups and all that, we could take that. Nobody's perfect, but you got to be able to bring that same bar back and it still hit like you said it without even messing it up. And Geechi do that a lot. He had a lot of slip ups. He a busy man. He the best in the league. But shout out to him though. It happens like stumbles. What you gonna do when you got the pickup? That's the part that matters. That's the part that people forget about. That's the part that he know his shit so cold he can still get it off. But we gotta keep going though. What you say? I literally seen DNA get niggas the fuck out of here. I like that. Getting words out of here. Way before, you know what I mean? What else he say? If you had a gun that jammed, you wouldn't know how to clean it. I like stuff like that. Like how you gonna tell somebody that? Like that's terrible. That's disrespectful. But that just little bars like that. That's crazy. Like that's just crazy. Especially what's going on now. You better have a gun right now. They storming every capital. We need to start talking. We got to start talking about the capital in a second. Y'all stay tuned. But supposedly, you know what I mean? These overzealous people, entitled people that we done gave this energy to, let them have that energy. You know what I mean? They storming every capital supposedly, and that we gonna get more into it. Y'all stick around for that though, because y'all know it was us. But anyway, Geechi man, he be too up to date, man. Getting DNA too, that's when you said it too. You was like DNA be up to date too. He really do. This is why I was a battle. I was glad to see it. I was looking forward to it when I heard it. But yeah though. He was like, and I think I had like maybe two more. He was like, if your bitch told you she cheated, you be the type to forgive her and you would trust
Yo,
her.
shit.
Like, how you gonna tell somebody that? And he would that was the if you look like that was around all that. All that matter. That's funny. That's hilarious. Because he got that face and he kind of looked like that. That's true. Like, what you say? Two more bars. Cause the Gary was funny. Like I just remember it. Like that was hilarious. And I feel like people would definitely talk about that. These were so far. I don't know which one to get first. I'm gonna do the second. I'm gonna do this one last because this one was probably the bar of the night. Now, yo, what Geechi said. This is I'm gonna do the better one last. Geechi said, "Yeah, yeah, you beat me on BT, but you ass here." He's like, "You go back to being a bitch once these words in." I was cracking up because that was at the end of the third. That probably was the last thing he said. I think that was the last thing I got. That was hilarious. That make me laugh so hard. Like, what you say? If I extend the arm, it ain't nice to meeting you. It's nice knowing you. Fuck you talking about? That's fire. That was the best bar of that whole on the whole battle. Though. If I extend the arm, it ain't nice meeting you. It's nice. Nope. But we about to go ahead though. We gotta keep going. That's all I have for this battle. We got a bunch of topics. I don't even know how long this video is, but shout out to y'all for sticking around. Our last Geechi battle recap was long too, but we had a celebration for that. It was all lit up. You know what I mean? The Zoom was all lit up. We ain't doing that this time though, but it was cool though. I saw him over there. He was just swag surfing over there. But we about to get into what we about to get into now. The recaps got messed up. The event recap got messed up. But we about to get into predictions. What we getting into? What you want to do? This food smell good.
Do them predictions.
Predictions. Yo, Split the Culture. Got comp. Hit the subscribe button. We trying to be in your subscription feed. Nah, chill though. I don't like making fun of people's accent. I can't even speak their language though. But hit the subscribe, man. Come on.
Let me change this background.
URL.